Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic. All right, it is a Friday. I finished work a little while ago. Just doing that teacher thing. It was cool. It was cool, But it is Friday. You want to be out. You want to be out of work. You want to have a good time. And what better way to have a good time than to start a new Read-A-Thon, y'all? I was supposed to do this on Wednesday, but then stuff happened. We wanted to continue to put some things back together in the house, build a bookshelf, couple stuff, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. We are getting started on the Solanin Read-A-Thon, y'all. The Solanin Read-A-Thon. All right. Inio Asano. I've only read a few chapters of Oyasumi Punpun, which I'm also going to get started on probably a little bit after this stream. I'm going to read as many chapters as possible until, I want to say 7:30. And then I'm going to switch to Oyasumi Punpun because I want to get both of those going. I want to read as much of Solanin as possible. I've heard very, very good things about this volume. Very, very good things about it. The art, I've seen Oyasumi Punpun. The art is phenomenal in that. I've seen Inio Asano draw. Like in just like a video where he was just, really going in. He was talking with another mangaka. I can't remember who it was, but he was also he was like an older and pretty prominent mangaka. I have to look up that video, but incredible art, man. Incredible art. When people say that he's a genius, I don't doubt him because artistically he's definitely a genius, and story-wise, that's yet to be seen because I haven't finished Oyasumi Punpun, and I'm gonna get started on Solanin. So let's get started, y'all. Just give me 1 sec. I gotta make sure that my door is unlocked in terms of the top lock, so that my fiance can get in the door. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure that your fiance's not locked out. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So I'll be right back. Just give me a sec. All right, we are back, y'all. We are back. Let's do this. Solanin, y'all. Solanin. All right, let's go. If people come through, that's awesome. If people don't come through, don't worry about it. This video will always be here. Okay. So let's go. Let's do this. Solanin, let's go. Where are we at? All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. Start this way. Okay. Solanin, story and art by Inio Asano. All right, we got a color page. That's real nice. Okay, it's sort of split up, so there's like 28 chapters, I guess. So I'm gonna read as many chapters as possible. All right, and whatever we get through in the hour and a half, that's what we get through. And then the other parts, that's what we'll get through also. Miss Inoue, package for you. Thanks. 201. Meiko Inoue. Naruo Tanada. Oh, it's okay. So they're roommates, I guess. The color pages are beautiful. I don't know what to say, man. The color page is beautiful. My family has a farm, so from time to time, my folks send me loads of vegetables. But as a creature of a consumer society, I prefer store-bought bread and chocolates. I love that. I love that so much. I don't know why, but that was really funny. Oh, man, I keep telling them it's all just going to go to waste anyway. I guess today's the start of another curry stew hell. I'm home. Oh, what's this? We got vegetables again? Is it time for another curry festival? You're late. It's your turn to make breakfast today. Come on, where's the apology? Sorry. No, you got to say, forgive me. Give me. Do you have to make me mad first thing in the morning? Give me some space right now, okay? I was up all night working. So how's it coming along? We're finally over the hump. Starting today, I finally get to take it easy. Oh man, they come to drag me off to the land of Nod. Have fun at work, Mako. I'm just your average office worker in Tokyo, but I'm still young and dissatisfied, constantly disgruntled by society and adults. I have no idea what to do with myself, and while I wait for my epiphany, I feel the toxins collecting in my body. Mm. 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 That was really good. I like that. I like that a lot. On days like this, I'm filled with a burning hatred for everyone I see, and I spend the commute to work wishing death on the people around me. Yo, depression and like not sort of fulfilling whatever it is you feel like you should be doing, that's real, y'all. I mean, like it can create such a disdain, like I said, for people, for everything like around you, for whatever. It's I don't know how to explain it. Like unless you've like really dealt with like a crippling depression, it's like if you have, you know what it's about. If you haven't, you don't know. You don't know. You just can't, And I don't wish that on anybody. I don't. Success. You look like you've just died and gone to heaven. I wish you'd all die and get out of my way. There's a demon lurking in Tokyo. What? You living with your boyfriend, Mako? After college, he was at loose ends, so we moved in until he could get his stuff together. It's been about a year. Really? That's awesome. I guess when he starts bugging me, sometimes I wish he'd just die. What does your boyfriend do? He's a freelance illustrator for a design firm, but it's still just a part-time job. The pay is so low, he can't afford his own place, so he's stuck living with me. Really? That must be so rough. My boyfriend asked me to move in with him since his place is too big for one person. Uh-huh. So he's rich, is he? I'll say. He's a president of a tea corporation. Have you heard of it? And he's got a Bulgari watch and everything. Yeah, I've heard like a Bulgari watch is very expensive, from what I know. And he's an idiot? Yo, John Boy, what's up? What's up? His dream is to get a bronze statue of himself put in front of Studio Alta. Oh, that's amazing. I work for an office equipment manufacturer. They excel at being a second-rate company, and I am but a humble employee. Oh, yay, it's fixed. You work here too, You should be able to fix a copier by yourself. And a middle finger. Why did I just not notice that? But you look so good fixing it. I'm gonna kill her someday. The way I see it, adults are made of who cares. I have a pot belly, but who cares? My nose hairs show, but who cares? As long as I'm not caught, who cares? I'm totally insincere, but who cares? There's war, famine, disease, and thousands of people dying. But as long as I'm happy, who cares? They pay well here, so who cares? I've been telling myself that for 2 years, but it's still amazing how much money I've managed to save up. Anyway, come here a minute. How many times have I told you? All documents need to be stapled twice in the right corner. Ugh, what does it matter? Anyway, are you listening to me? Huh? You know what your problem is? Wait. Ugh, what does it matter? You know what your problem is? You lack ambition. You know what your problem is? You know what your problem is? The obscene length of your nose hairs. Anyway, are you listening to me? Huh? Yo, I love this. I love Anyway already. She's awesome. What do you mean, huh? Don't stand there with that stupid look on your face and disrespect me. You think that because you're young, you can act like you're still in college? Well, let me tell you about the real world. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'm just not cut out to be a productive member of society. When I first started working here, I tried to do my best, but it's just so boring, and I hate my coworkers. I spend the whole day in a cage of walls. It's like a sadistic endurance test. I figured I'd go insane after a year, I'm pretty surprised I haven't. Man, now I'm just making myself depressed. Right, Heihachi? You know, lunch with you is the only time all day that I'm not miserable. Uh, is that your girlfriend, Heihachi? When I first started dating Tanada, I never thought I'd get old like this. When Tanada and I first got to Tokyo, me from the north and him from the south, the crowds and the complexity of the city totally overwhelmed us. We were like visitors to some strange planet. I felt a little lost and scared, but excited at the same time. Anyway, back then, the sky seemed so vast. And now, the sky above me is low and narrow and heavy. There's a demon lurking in Tokyo. Can't there be a different path for me? Aren't there a million other opportunities hibernating somewhere in the city? Jump the track your life is stuck on and be free. It's a dark whisper calling to me. But I'm not brave enough to listen. I'm old enough to know that I don't have special talents. So no matter how depressing, I have to suck it up. Oh, and live the life I have. Oh, my heart, man, my heart. Oh, in a way. Oh, I totally get that. You know, when you're like, there's always, I think for a lot of people, there's always a certain point where you're not sure what your gift is, or whether you even have a gift or not. Right? Like whether you're not sure whether you have a gift or not. But I do think that everyone does have something. And you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time to find it. And it took me a lot of time to find out, like, you know, stuff that I was good at. You know, so keep searching if you're still searching, and if you've already found it, then go for everything that you want to go for. Get yourself in a position to do that, please. I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Let me buy you dinner tonight to make up for it, boss man. Huh? This looks so gross. Yeah, I love like these authors like Inu Asano and Norikawa and stuff like that. Like they always make these like disgusting looking older dudes. And it's so accurate because like older dudes, like the majority of us older dudes are like disgusting, right? Like I'm like 29, like I'm gonna be 30 in September. But it's like I see disgusting older dude after disgusting older dude all of the time. And it's just like it's always like initially baffling, but then you know you think about it and you think about your life and how many older dudes you've met that were really, really creepy and gross, and it's just like this is not surprising that I met yet another like disgusting old guy. Okay, next page, y'all. I'm gonna talk less now. I want to read as much as possible because so far I really, really like this manga. I can't take this anymore. Some. Boss, I feel sick. I'm going home. Yeah, he's still doing that ridiculous thumbs up. Hey, I'm home. I left work early. He's still asleep. So, Tanada, I'm thinking of quitting my job. Excuse me. Yeah, right. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I never do anything that stupid. Why not? Do it if that's really what you want. We'll find a way to manage. Okay. Even if people make fun of us, even if our future is so black we can't tell where we're going, even if we wind up at the ends of the earth, we'll be together, Mako. Don't worry. I'll take care of things. Wait, I give. I'm dying. Oh, I think I really love him. She's awake. I'm late for work. Have a leftover curry for breakfast and forgive me. Wonder if he remembered to wash his face before he left. Oh? What's that balloon doing here? I gave my 2 weeks notice today. Wow, she let the balloon go, and there's this really great panel of like a skyline. Really, really beautiful panel. I gave my 2 weeks notice today. I think that was chapter 1. So let's move on, y'all. Oh, fried fish and curry? Should I eat this with chopsticks, or a spoon? Mako, is this one of your jokes? No, the typical Japanese breakfast calls for fish, right? But we still had some curry, so I decided to combine them. Well, I'm off to work. Goodbye, and have fun. I think I'll try toast and curry tomorrow. After tying up loose ends and training my replacement, I quit my job. My boss's parting salvo was, "You'll always be a quitter, no matter what you do." And my coworker's glares actually hurt. But you're drinking some, I don't know, coffee, tea. It's a can of something. Ah, the freedom. I can go for a leisurely walk whenever I want. I can do the wash when the weather's good. I suck at cooking, but now I've got the time to try something fancy. And, and, it only took me a week of drifting through days with no purpose to realize that aimless freedom is absolutely boring. Yeah, that's really true. Like you know, you got to figure something out. You know, like that was a big part of it for me. Like I was just like, you know, I had things to do, but I didn't want to do them. And then when I left, I had to figure out like what I wanted to do for work, and then, you know, like that time, like trying to find work and trying to get certain things going, you know, and it's hard, y'all. And I didn't have YouTube at that point, so, you know, I didn't have a channel at this point. What? At that point, what? It's weird enough to see you at the studio, but did you really quit your job? Yes, I really quit my job. Well, you always bitched about it, so it was only a matter of time. But are you really okay? You know I have a bunch of money saved up. Oh, you know I have a bunch of money saved up. Money's only part of it. What are you gonna do with yourself now? Well, I thought I'd start by buying some summer clothes. Then I'll get my driver's license. Travel. Wow, you're scary. You're almost 24, but you really have no idea. That's what I say, but I really just loaf around the house all day. I just don't feel like doing anything. I can't be bothered to get off my butt. Yeah? Why are you peeing away all your free time? And what's Tanada's take on this? Tanada, I gave notice at work today. Oh, really? Hey, meat and potatoes are good. You like it? What? You turned in your what? I just told you, my resignation. Whoa, delayed reaction. That's not good. That's not good at all. What do I do now? Well, you said you take care of things, didn't you? I was half asleep. I mean, just a sec. I want to play something grittier today. The new song? I didn't get the sheet music. Shut up, fatty. We don't need any sheet music today. We'll play from our souls. Realistically, my savings will only last about a year. I'll have to find another job by then. I guess Tanada can't tell you to work harder. He's practically a gigolo after all. Anyway, it's kind of fun to have the gang all back together, like when we were in college. But Tanada said, the studio? You don't have to come. Like you can't handle the studio. Ha ha ha. He hasn't sung in front of an audience in a while, so he's shy. But he's still really great at writing songs. Listen. One bin, ben. I did. Okay. They're usually really serious. Cheers. We all met in our college music club. I quit the club right away, but I still went to the studio to hang out with the band Tanada started. After graduation, it was hard for everyone to get together. And after a while, they quit doing live performances. But the habit of getting together twice a month to practice is still going strong. Yeah, Mako's totally got it right. If you start slaving for the man, you lose your humanity. Baga, you took over your family pharmacy, like you can talk. Kato, you sound like such an old man. You're calling me stupid? It's taken you 6 years to graduate, fatty. It makes me kind of happy that after all this time, we haven't really changed that much. Yeah, I'm 10 times the slacker you are. Then I'm 100 times more of a slacker than you. Hey, Tanada, what do you think? I haven't really thought about it. Huh? Well, thanks, guys. See you next time. I hate that I have to go to work tomorrow. Hmm. Yeah, I don't envy them at all. No sex, no life. Ride like the wind. Rip. I'm kind of jealous that you have the band, Tanada. Now that I've quit my job, I don't have anything. The band is just a hobby, and a hobby doesn't pay the bills. That's true, but are you pissed about something? Ugh. Hey, Tanada, are you okay? Are you that drunk? Mako, I'm really scared. I'm really worried about our future. You've been the breadwinner, and I figured you could take your time finding out what you wanted to do, but it's just hitting me that I can't go on like this. I'm sorry. Starting tomorrow, I'll stop wasting time. So don't cry, Tanada. I'm not crying. The puke's burning my throat. The next day, Tanada brought us diaries. Tanada bought us diaries. A flashy one with bright colors for me, and a plain one for him. He really knows me well. Mm. It's been 6 years since Tanada and I started dating, and a year since we moved in together. So it's easy for us to tell how the other one is feeling in the morning just by the atmosphere in the apartment. Morning. Tanada? Tanada is especially easy to read, like watching a depressing story on the morning news. Drags his spirit down to the bottom of the pit. He's so sensitive. Good morning. Ah! Oh, you scared me. Give a dude some warning, okay? What's the point then? When I was working, I was too busy to bother with him. But now that I'm unemployed and have too much time on my hands, I've suddenly got the untapped personal resources to try and yank him out of his depression. And now for our local news, today the T City Zoo held a preparedness training session in the case of a polar bear escape. Haha, that's not training. Everyone's running around laughing. Hey, I know. It's a holiday and the weather's great. Why don't we go to the zoo? The zoo? The zoo, huh? How long has it been since I went to the zoo? That settles it. Let's go. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, hello? It's been a while, Mom. Wow, okay. I worried about you living in a noisy neighborhood in the big city. But once you leave the city center, Tokyo's just like Akita, isn't it? I guess, but why did you wait until today to call me? You've known about this reunion for ages, right? These two Tokyo hotels costing me an arm and a leg. And besides, you don't work on the weekends, right? Well, yeah, but Mom, you still take your coffee without sugar? That's right, and lots of milk. And Mom, that's my diary. What are you so upset about? You only wrote in it for 3 days. You've never been able to stick to anything, but you go and waste your money. My boyfriend bought me that. So, the boyfriend who's living here with you? He's not. You don't have to hide it from me. You're an adult and paying your own bills. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Actually, Mom, there's something else I need to tell you. Now we switch. I feel your pain, brother. Mako's mom pops up. So your date's canceled and you have nowhere to crash tonight. A double whammy. But why are we drinking at the zoo? I must be pretty crazy to have agreed to this. It's just, when I know I can't go somewhere, it makes me want to go even more, you know? That's pretty crazy too. Is Rip working today? Rip, 24. Real name, Yamada. Status, working. Nope, he became one with the wind. Hey Kato, did you watch the news this morning? Nope. Did something happen? You know, the usual stock market's up and down. Someone got murdered. Tasty fish in season. But it just feels like the world is balanced on this thin line. Huh? I mean, what am I doing messing around with these part-time jobs? Right now, I'm at the zoo to relax and watch the cute animals. But actually, it's this totally unnatural environment where animals are kept prisoner. and we're right in the middle of it. The world is drowning in weirdness and lies, and here we are, so used to it that we're actually bored. Okay, that's enough, dude. Why are you still obsessing about that? I think you're just frustrated. Tanara, you should seriously think about starting up the band. Whoa. Wait, am I hearing this right? You're saying that if I get serious about the music again, Kato, the super senior, will give up everything to follow me? And they show this hippopotamus, like really great detail to the hippopotamus's like mouth, inside of his mouth, and everything else. Hippopotamus, habitat Africa, length 3.5 meters. Food, largely grass. Because it spends most of its time in water, its eyes, nose, and ears are positioned to remain above the surface. Before you get all depressed about the world, you have problems to solve closer to home, right? You're a gigolo, remember? And your girl is out of a job. We're friends. Oh, all the little boys like and girls like started covering their eyes because they started like touching while hugging each other. Ugh. Oh no, Kato, we gotta make them stop crying. Here's my hippo. Oh, they're crying. Okay. Here's my hippo impression. What? You quit your job? Yes. Oh, Mako. Something that important you could have at least talked to me about it first. Well, it just sort of happened. Oh, how could you? I really don't think you're ready to be living on your own. Mako, I think it's time for you to come back home. No, I don't want to. But what are you going to do here in Tokyo? I'm not sure yet. You're not sure? You're not a little kid anymore, so stop acting like one. Just leave me alone. I'm not acting like a kid. I mean, really, Mom. You show up completely unannounced and start criticizing. Well, I'm doing fine, and we'll make our own decisions. Oh, man. That was bad. I was totally acting like a kid. And her mom was like, And we go back to her boyfriend, and we go back to Tanada and his friend. Look, an elephant. Get it? Oh, hey, man, the kids are just crying at their like corny joke. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'll take your keys and hang around your place until you get off work. Right. Tanada, about our discussion. Our discussion? You mean about when you were abducted by aliens as a kid? I've heard it before. No, not that. You know about really starting up the band again? Oh, never mind. We can talk about it tonight. See you later. I'll follow your lead, just as soon as you figure out what it is. Why am I in Tokyo? If I'm honest, it's because my boyfriend's here. But that's more of an excuse than a real reason. Right now, my life has an expiration date determined by my bank balance. Can I find something before my time is up? Mako, didn't you quit smoking? Tanada, oh, I thought you were staying at Kato's tonight. Yeah, I am. I thought I'd introduce myself to your mom first. But what are you doing here? Hey, what's the matter? Huh? Mako, the lights are off. It smells like curry. Mako, I'm sorry for saying what I did. I was surprised and yelled at you without thinking. I think that you two should make your own decision too. I'll stay at the hotel like I originally planned. I made some curry stew, so heat it up and enjoy. P.S. The nameplate on your mailbox is a dead giveaway that you're living together. I won't tell your father, but Mako, if you're going to lie, do a better job of it. Tanada, I'm sorry. For what? When my mom asked if we were living together, I thought she'd get mad, so I lied. Well, I don't blame you. It's hard to admit things like that to your parents. Boy, I hadn't been to the zoo in a really long time. You know, my parents were workaholics and they kind of hated each other, so we never really went anywhere together as a family. I hardly talk to them anymore. We're pretty dysfunctional. That's why I like hearing things about your family. I think it's great. but I it makes me a little lonely. I'm sorry. Tanada, can we go to the zoo some other time? Yeah. Tanada, I'll kill him. Where is he? Nice to meet you. I'm Mako's mom. How do you do? I'm sorry about cutting into your trip. Mako, she's not what I pictured at all. She's going to her class reunion. I think she's got the wrong idea about what to wear. And how long have you two been dating? Well, since our freshman year of college, so that's 6 years. Hey, Tanada, your chopsticks are upside down. And what do you do, Mr. Tanada? Spot illustrations for sports papers and things like that? Of course, I'm still just part-time. Oh man, this is more uncomfortable than I imagined. My stomach hurts. I have to go to the bathroom. She hasn't changed at all. She's always been impulsive. Or naive, I guess. I worry about her, but it's all right, Mr. Tanada. No need to be so nervous. I have a feeling you two are going to do just fine. A long time ago, I graduated from a college here and worked in the city. The times being what they were, I ended up back in Akita. She probably doesn't realize it, but Mako sees me as someone to avoid becoming, and that's probably why she doesn't want to come home. There are times when I wonder what might have happened if I had done things differently. But am I happy? Yes, I'm very happy. Anyway, I think the two of you should be free to do whatever you want right now. When you're young, you think the only way to happiness is the hard road, but it's actually much simpler than that. Mr. Tanada, please take care of Mako for me. Yes, ma'am. You two take care of yourselves now. You too, Mom, and stop sending all those vegetables. I was so nervous. Me too. I couldn't even tell what you ate, tell you what I ate. Tanada? Huh? What do you think about my mom and talk? What did you and my mom talk about? It's a secret. Listen, Mako, if we ever get rich, let's go and have eel there again. Okay. My name's Rip. Actually, I'm just called Rip. My real name is Jiro Yamada. I'm a clerk at a drugstore. My ordinary family runs this ordinary drugstore in an ordinary shopping arcade. I got my nickname after a minor incident in elementary school. To think it's still affecting me today. Life is so weird. Hey, Jiro, customer. Welcome. Hey, you there, old man. My mailboxes are sure complicated these days. No, that's just a statue. There's a mailbox down the block. Is that so? I don't know who you are, but thank you for your kindness. Yeah, that was like some like straight up Hans Mole Man from The Simpsons type stuff just now. Hey, Frog. So what's your life like? You spend all your time out here in the wind and rain, but you don't do much for our sales. No matter how hard you smile or how long you hold that pose, you still get mistaken for a mailbox. What are you even doing here? Rip, what are you doing? This guy turns around and Mako's there. Ha 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 ha. You had a fight with Tanada? Hey, Pops, another bottle of beer. Aw, he's asleep. Don't laugh about it. See, I spend all day alone at home, and I have all this time on my hands. I thought I'd do something new for a change of pace. I played this fight game Tanada brought home like for 3 days straight. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to lose. When we played yesterday, I totally kicked his butt. I won 20 games in a row, and Tanada freaked out. Who cares anyway? I think I've discovered a new talent. But people break up over stupid fights like that, right? So you're going to become a professional gamer? It's not often your hobby and your career can intersect like that. Well, even if gaming is out, this is the time to try your hand at all sorts of things. And as long as nothing drastic happens, I don't think you two will really break up, do you? Something drastic, huh? It kind of feels like that coming. It kind of feels like it's coming to that. Oh. Hey, this is the second time today. Who's that? Some old guy who lives in the neighborhood. He's got Alzheimer's or something and thinks our frog is a mailbox. At least once a week, usually a couple times a day. I don't know who he's writing to. I've shown him where the real mailbox is about a million times. Hey, old man, the mailbox. Oh, oops. Huh? Old man, both these addresses are the same. What kind of letter is this? Oh, I'm sending that letter to my wife. I have to tell her everything that I did today, you see. See? His mind's pretty much gone. Your wife, is she? Yes. She passed away a long time ago. When we were still young. The air rays were very bad here. I've kept her waiting for decades. She's probably bored to death on the other side. Hmm. Besides, I'm very old, and I can't remember things too well anymore. When my letters come, when my letters come back to me, it makes me feel like my wife still remembers me. Well, I guess his dementia is still sporadic. I wonder if that old man is happy. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. It's really great that he's still so close to her, even after all this time, isn't it? I suppose. So, Mako, you didn't come all this way just for lunch, did you? What's up? Tanada has a headache, so I need some painkillers, please. You too. Your fights never last long, do they? Rip. Are you happy? You said to ask. I can't tell. Isn't that something you only find out when you're dead? So if you died right now, would you be satisfied with your life? What do you think your life is? Listen, you can really say that you're satisfied with your life? Can you really say that you're satisfied with your life? These are all questions that you want to ask yourself, aren't they? Don't ask me difficult things like this. Anyway, aren't these things you should be talking about with Tanada? I guess. Hey, Mako, long time no see. Man, you've gotten so pretty. Oh, please, tell me more. You're as shiny as ever. Mako, hurry up and find a nice girl for this guy, will ya? Of course, I'd be really happy if you consented to marrying him. Oh? I don't think I can marry this mock rocker. Besides, he's too hairy. Life, livelihood, my role in it all. Dreams, money. My nickname might be kind of manly, but sometimes I feel like such a sissy and a coward. I get impatient with myself for not having the courage to break out of this dull life. But then sometimes I find myself thinking, life's really not that bad. Oh, you're here again, old man? 3 times a day in one day is too much. No, this is for you. For me? Just thank you for everything. Summer semester is full of all these young kids enjoying themselves. I hate it. Well, I've been here for 6 years after all. So why can't I understand these problems? What does that even mean? Am I on camera? Is this candid camera? Is there a hidden camera somewhere? I like summer. Hey Kato, long time no see. Haven't you graduated yet? The force should be strong in you by now. I'm not that old. I'm not a green goblin. You're pretty good on that bass. Well, your fingering's a bit sloppy. But don't you get lonely playing by yourself? Huh? Acoustic guitar. Are you one of those chicks who bears her scars with depressing songs on the street corner? So what if I am? You new to the club? She's got a feisty mouth. Oh man. And her body is damn feisty too. Here, I brought in my membership application. Oh, they treat me like a graduate here. So I give that to one of the other guys. Oh yeah? So what year are you in? My 6th. Haha. God, that's corny. Ooh. Kato, we're done for today. We're all going for a drink. Want to come along? Haha, you look like a dork. Kato, take me out for a drink, will you? Why don't you go with the others? I don't like crowds. Guess I don't have a choice then. She's totally hot for me. Wahahaha. Oh man, here's a chick with no future. Sawakawa, you've really done a lot with yourself. My name's Ayukawa. That's not who I wanted to be, so I came to Tokyo, and it's easy to change how you look, but it's hard to change what's really important. Important? That's right. If you want people to listen, your lyrics have to be strong. but it's hard to change what's really important. But then I realized that I've been forcing my lyrics to conform to fit the music. This flat, boring, ambiguous world can't inspire any real songs. Just overproduced crap that has no meaning. Don't blame it on the world. You just haven't found your voice yet. That's what my friend Tanada always says. Just forget about it. Joining the club was a stupid idea anyway. I've always just done music for myself. It was arrogant to think I could actually become a musician. I mean, I only started playing the guitar because I thought it was cool. Really? Really? Well, of course, I'm serious about it now. I want everyone to hear my music. Experience is important. Keep doing your songs. After all, well, just get in the way. Don't let them stop. Don't let them stop you. Or you'll end up like us. Maybe I can't change the world, but I can at least shake up the Japanese music charts. As long as I'm still kicking, they'll get no mercy from the mouth of a drunk. Sawako, just do what you can. Kato, what if it doesn't do any good? You'll still have your music. If you keep playing, something's bound to come of it, I'm sure. My place is over there. What a dump. Looks like it'll collapse if you breathe on it. Well, good luck. Good luck to you too. What was that for? Oh, she kissed him on the cheek. Oh no, this is bad. How can my body betray me for a girl like that? The attraction can't stop it. You're attracted to someone? That's it. Oh, I finally caught you. Where have you been? What's up, Mako? Never mind. Just get your butt back home. I'll kill him. You were supposed to have dinner with I tonight. Did you forget? I'll break his neck. I'm keeping her company for you. I'll grind him into dust and kill him. I can't take it anymore. I is about to explode. I completely forgot. Hey, Kato. Kato. I'll bet some cute college girl talked you into treating her to dinner again, huh? One careless second can bring everything tumbling down. Think about that very carefully. Yes, I'll run the whole way home. That's not bad. The apartment building I've lived in is 25 years old. It's been renovated over and over, but it's still a dump. Our air conditioner finally died the other day. I went out intending to go to the appliance store. But at this time of the day, I used to be in an overly air-conditioned office, pounding on a keyboard. I wouldn't have been able to experience the pleasure of standing in the bright noonday sun. Just let that soak in. This is great. Summer's great, even if it's burning hot. How can I describe it? This is freedom. I'll take it. Thank you for your patronage. My bank balance ruins the moment. The expiration date on freedom is rapidly approaching. I think I can make it through summer, but another year, if I don't cut back on expenses, I'll be lucky to last 6 months. A new air conditioner will have to wait. What are you doing? Oh, Mako, what are you doing here? Just some shopping. Are you and the boss going to lunch? Yes, we are. Oh, I have to go. Good luck, Mako. Good luck with what? She's just saying that because it's expected. And the stupid boss ignored me completely. But who can blame him? As far as he's concerned, I'm just a useless slacker. Wait a minute. Were they holding hands? Are they having an affair? Ugh, grown-ups are so gross. That looks wonderful on you, ma'am. This is one of our summer looks, and it comes in 5 colors. Shall I bring you something in your size? No, they're a little steep for me. You make a really great sales clerk. Heh. It comes naturally now. I could probably sell to a hot dog if you were a customer. By the way, are you gracing me with your presence because you want me to treat you to lunch? I could probably sell you to a dog if you were a customer. Yes, thank you. Oh, by the way, okay. Hey, it comes naturally now. I could probably sell a dog if you were a customer. By the way, are you gracing me with your presence because you want me to treat you to lunch? Yes, thank you. I haven't even offered yet. So, do you know what you want to do next? Heh, this isn't the time to be silly. Ooh, scary. I'm feeling very nervous. So it's Tanada. He's too soft on you, Mako. And yet you get carried away too easily. I'm telling you, Tanada is like a teenager. He's soft in the head. You have to be strong. You have to be the strong one. You have to be the one connected to reality. You too haven't ever had any serious discussions, have you? Hmm. Well, maybe. I bet even if you suspected that Tanada was cheating on you, you'd be too afraid to check his cell phone, right? You always run away from anything that could hurt you. Then how do you deal with Kato? I think about the possibility of winning the 300 million year lottery and can't sleep at night. When I checked his phone and saw that he was emailing a college girl, I hit him. And when I found a card from a girly bar in his wallet, I hit him with a beer bottle. I should have known. Well, yes, well, you have to train them right. I'm on page 100 at the moment. I'm gonna take like a break for like 1 minute, and I'll be right back. But I'm on page 100 right now. But I'm gonna take like a break for a minute. I'm gonna go grab something very quickly, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, yeah, I am back. Just had to go get like a little quick something like a bite, just because I'm getting a little tired. Like when you like, especially when you're reading like manga like this, and you're reading for like straight, um, and you're streaming. It's like it takes it takes a decent amount of energy. But so far, I really really love this manga. So far, I really really like it. It's really good. All right, so. Let me go back to the page that I started reading on. So, do you know what you want to do next? Hehe. This isn't the time. This isn't the time to be silly. Oh, scary. I'm feeling very nervous. So it's Tanada. He's too soft on you, Mako, and you get carried away too easily. I'm telling you, Tanada is like a teenager. He's soft in the head. You have to be the strong one. You have to be the one connected to reality. You two haven't ever had any serious discussions, have you? Well, maybe. I bet even if you suspected that Tanada was cheating on you, you'd be too afraid to check his cell phone, right? You always run away from anything that could hurt you. Then how do you deal with Kato? I think about yeah, that's funny. Right. Okay. So I read that, right? And yeah, I read that, and it was really funny, the girly bar stuff. Um, but you never complain about him still being in college. Well, Katsu's just an ordinary guy. He knows he has a long and boring life ahead of him. That's why I want him to enjoy himself for as long as possible. The wind's picking up. Still, I'm being easy on him. We work and we eat, and that's what's expected of us. So what's Tanada doing today? There she is again. Should we go somewhere else? Oh, he's really busy and he hasn't been home in 3 days. It's just a part-time job, but he's putting a lot of effort into it. When you told me you quit your job, I couldn't help wondering if maybe you're unconsciously putting pressure on Tanada. Interesting, right? If you are, you should just tell him what you want him to do before he gets the wrong idea. This might be your last chance. Nothing's going to change if you're just thinking about it. No matter how much you worry about someone else's problems, you can't fix it for them. If you're putting it off because you've got this ideal that reality could never match, just think, isn't it better to regret things you've done than regret things you've never even tried? I didn't quit my job because I hated it. I quit because I hated the way I was getting exhausted and worn out. And I haven't had a serious talk with Tanada about our future because I have a feeling that it will make our relationship fall apart. I'm not some pure heart chasing after dreams. I know how difficult it is to live an ordinary life, having to overlook each other's shortcomings. I think what I'm most unhappy about is Tanada trying so hard to become an adult. Woo! That's a page, y'all. I think that's one thing I really love about this manga so far is like when those moments hit, they really hit, y'all. Like they really hit. You know what I mean? That's good stuff right there. I'm not some pure heart chasing after dreams. I know how difficult it is to live an ordinary life, having to overlook each other's shortcomings. I think what I'm most unhappy about is Tanada trying so hard to become an adult. There's so much there, y'all. Oh my goodness. Let's move on, y'all. Hey, you're home. Have things calmed down at work? Yeah, I guess so. So where have you been, Mako? I bought a pair of sandals at I's shop. She gave me the employee discount, but they were still expensive. Yeah, they look great, but don't wear them in the house. Whoa, the air conditioner's working? I'm not sure what I did, but I fiddled with it and it started working. Just like people, machines shouldn't be disposable. Tanada, is your job hard? Well, no way. It's fun. Why? Tanada, you really want to be making music, right? Then why don't you? I mean, get your band back together. My brand new sandals are a little stiff, and I think they'll give me blisters. But I love them, so I'll probably wear them out. With cautious feet, we move forward. Today is the first step of our new lives. Yo, come on, man. Come on with those metaphors, yo. With those metaphors, yo. Let's go. Come on. Come on now. Let's go. Yeah. It's so far it's really, really good. What's going on, Baxter Burchill? And what's going on, somebody? What's up? So far, really, really good stuff. I really like this stuff. I really like this manga. And I was trying so hard not to read it because I had bought it. I had bought this is the entire like volume. It's like a full like the full like story, and it has been sitting on my work desk in my study for like a few weeks, and I just been saying, okay, I'm gonna start Solanin. I'm gonna do the last room, and then I didn't do it, and now I'm finally doing it, and I'm like, yes, because I knew it was gonna be really good. Because everybody that said they had read it said they loved it. So gotta continue. Boss, what was that sketch I showed you yesterday for the new illustration? Okay. Oh yeah, that was fine. And get me the final file for that photo shoot by 2 p.m. Oh, and Tanada, You've been pretty wiped out recently. It's starting to affect your work. Are you trying to tell me something? Another mindless assignment. No matter how many pieces I do, I only get paid by the hour. Honestly, work is such a pain in the butt. I think this is like chapter 8, or part 8, whatever you want to call it. How long have I been walking away? I feel like I've been wandering for years. What I do know is that this forest is surrounded by an insurmountable wall, and there are no exits. Not another dead end. Oh, that's really cool. The weight on my back has been getting gradually heavier, and I finally reached the limit of my stamina. Hello, Four Eyes. I'm the spirit of the spring. No, you're Rip's dad. Did you drop this glorious opportunity for a golden future? Or how about this resignation to an ordinary silver future? No, I think it was something more important. Sorry, time's up. Goodbye. Wait, hang on. What do you mean my time is up? That's what it means? And I end up with nothing? I'm docking your pay. He was asleep. Tanada, why did you stop working here? I took design courses in college, and I thought I might as well do something creative. Listen, I can hear it in your voice, man. This job isn't what you want. Did you just settle for what wouldn't hurt your pride? But I guess it's better than having high expectations and winding up unemployed. And a lot of guys don't even get a choice about how they make their money. You're one of those pessimistic optimists, aren't you? Some people are better off than us. Some are worse off. Times are hard. You just keep your sights aimed low. By the way, the Prez announced he's expanding businesses in September with a weekly magazine and a website. I bet that jerk plans to shove all the extra work onto us. Do you think? So we've got less than a month to take it easy. We can only pray that his bad habits will finally kill him. Then we can take over the business. Tadada, get your band back together. Where did that come from? Oh no, she's so scary. I can't take it. You won't get away with brushing me off like that today. My talent's nothing special. I can't compete with the guys who are seriously into it. You don't have the talent. You're not serious about it. You've always got an excuse ready. You're scared of being criticized for the music you love so much, but you'll never know if you're good or bad if you don't get out there and play, right? And if you actually suck, well then we'll deal with it when the time comes. If I suck, what will you do? Will you die with me? Woo! Woo! That's a line, y'all. That's straight facts, man. That's a line. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it feels like sometimes when you're like for me, like when I thought about starting up YouTube, and I thought about doing this, and at the time, my fiance was, she was recovering from surgery, and I was taking care of her wound and everything like that. And because it was like an open wound, so I had to take care of it and everything. But at the time, I was like, you know what? I really want to start YouTube because I hadn't really been reading manga like that. I was really focused on her, and she was like, hey, if it seems like this is something you really want to do, you should do it. But at the time, I was like, man, I was still kind of second guessing it. But I was like, you know what? I gotta do something. I have to start. I gotta start. If I don't start, I won't be able to do this. So really, really happy that I did start. Really happy about it. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, just kidding. I'm going for a walk. That fight last night was pretty serious for a change. Going home is going to be hard. Maybe I should crash at Kato's tonight. I know there's no point to it. But it's the pathetic truth that I can't see who I am without comparing myself to other people. And I don't have the confidence to affirm myself. Living the lukewarm life of a part-timer is so comfortable. When you're sincere about doing something, you're stalked by the fear that there's no turning back. And as time passes, your options definitely narrow. I've gotten older. Oh, I want to play my guitar. I want to play it on a huge amp. Hmm. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. Are you kidding me with these 2 pages, y'all? Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. I mean, seriously, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure like y'all are seeing this properly. Look at this. Look at this. Like there's all of the Tanadas and all of his feelings and lack of like that's so cool. So what do I really want to do? I've got the bad habit of trying to work it all out in my head before doing anything. Am I going to do it or aren't I? Let's just agree to decide now. But if I think about it rationally, will I succeed? The band, the music? I won't know unless I try. Anyway, you just got caught up by Mako's words, didn't you? Oh, but you really meant it. Even if things don't work out, I think it's worth it if Mako's satisfied. Stupid. You never know when a woman will you never know when a woman will double cross you. Okay, so every time someone's like, right, all of these different Tanadas say something and they like represent right his a feeling that he's having or a thought that he's having that's connected to a particular like feeling or like state of mind or something like that. So there's like negative Tanada, positive Tanada, cooperation Tanada, who's just like agreeing with what everybody's saying. I really like that. Love Tanada, suspicion Tanada. And then we move on to the next page, and there's uncertainty Tanada, who says, never mind that. I wonder how long Mako and I will be together. And then there's lust. She's kind of a lousy lay. Wow. Yo, Tanada, get out of here, man. Be gone, Tanada. I ain't like you anyways. Ugh. Get out of here. Come on, who cares? And it's apathy, Tanada. The Japanese economy is going to collapse, so our future is worthless no matter what. Ah, this is getting me nowhere. I've got to cut off debate. Pick a line, pick a line. Thoughts still scattered. I know that there's no right answer. The only thing I'm certain about is that time flows like a river, and rivers always flow out to sea. Mako sent him a text, said, I'm sorry about yesterday. I made dinner. I'll be waiting. Should I try to swim upstream? But I won't get a second chance. So we'll put a break in just before the second bridge. And let's use an arpeggio and mute on the guitar for variation on the first melody line. You know, Tanada, this is such a long song. Why don't we cut the guitar solo? No, then the balance will be off. You've got the guitar, so it's great for you. But I've got the bass, and it's boring. It's boring for me. Shut up. I'm getting a beer. Huh? What are you two grinning about? Nothing. Well, I'm shocked. He actually got down on his knees and begged you to give him time to record. Who'd have thought he'd ever bend his neck? One thing Tanada doesn't lack is pride. I guess that talk with Tanada did the trick. So why is your face twitching? Well, excuse me, because I'm responsible for getting him all fired up. What if, just what if he completely loses confidence, crawls into his shell, and starts living on the internet? What if some crazy personality emerges and he turns into a 30-year-old serial child molester named the Poet? Whoa, Mako, whoa. Quit making up weird things to worry about. Now that they're finally serious about this, just sit back and watch. Hey, Tanada, why'd you decide to skip to recording? Shouldn't we do some live shows first to get a feel for things instead of jumping straight to the CD? There are lots of reasons. For one, we can't count on drawing the college crowd like we used to, right? And we have all this energy we've built up over the years of struggling. Pow, one burst of power. So you want to trap that instant on our CD? We'll send it out to the live venues and record companies that accept demo CDs. Then we'll wait for their responses. I get it. So we're going to be in the studio 4 days a week. We haven't done that in a while. You guys had better seriously practice. We know, Tanada, if we're really doing this, then we're seriously doing this. Didn't I just say that? Hey, Tanada, I'm home. Ever since we graduated from college, the days seem to be going by faster. Suddenly, it's August. Unable to bear the record-breaking heat and relentlessly shining sun, I finally gave in and bought us a shaved ice maker. Look at this! I got this at the flea market for 800 yen. Oh, what? You're writing a song? Let me have a look, okay? No way. The impatience that plagued me has vanished. It's because of the strange animation that's been lighting Tanaro's face recently. You've always been shy about showing me your songs, haven't you? This time, I promise I'll show it to you when I'm done. I'll play it for you too. Nothing about our situation has particularly changed, but at least the guys' band practices seem to be going well. You'd better. I'm glad. Oh, by the way, have you not been going to work recently, Tanada? What happened to your shift? I quit. Whoa! Yo, the one thing that you cannot do is that, like, and this from like personal experience, right? Like, if you're in a relationship, you have to talk to your partner about like stuff like that, right? Like, you can't just do that. Like, I made that mistake one time, and it was like, whew, you know. And then and then we had, and after like a long, just like a couple of hours, like, we had a really good conversation about, like, hey, so what's the plan? What are we gonna do? What is it that you actually want to do? Stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you can't do that, yo. Ooh. I mean, income is important, y'all. Like, if you're on your own, you're not asking your parents for help. You're not, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not doing that stuff. Like, income, y'all. It's important, y'all. Whew. Wait a minute, Tanada. Don't worry. I swear I'm not deluding myself that we'll make a living off our band. But I've been thinking about quitting my job for a while. I really wanted to concentrate on this right now. I'm going to risk everything on this recording. I haven't told Kato and Rip, but if we don't get some kind of response this month, I'm going to break up the band. But, Mako, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, Mako, you're here. Did you curl your hair? I brought her since this is our final rehearsal. Finally, tomorrow's the day we've all been waiting for. Sorry, Mako, but I'm only going to be playing at 80% today. Hey, you seem a little down. Tanada, what's the first song? Solanin. Yo, these lines, though, like the lines in this book, some of them are just, like you said, like, they hit you like a ton of bricks on Baxter. Like, man. But I like that the song is named Solanin. That's really cool. All right, and it started recording. Ah, look at Tanada. His eyes are shining, just like a kid's. Yes. This is how it should be. I guess that was like a part, like, I guess that was like part 1 or something like that. I don't know. I think, okay, so I'm gonna read again. I'm gonna read until 7:30. Or maybe I'll read one more like part and then I'll end there. Yeah. And so the completed CDs were individually packaged and sent to the various record companies and live venues. All we could do now was pray for some response. I was the one who got this whole thing going. So please, let it go, okay? We should throw in a 5 yen coin for luck. I mean, things had better go okay, or else. The color pages are just stunning for this manga. I mean, they legitimately look like anime stills. You know what I mean? Like, that's some art, y'all. That's some art. Like, yo. Here at the top of the first melody line, just for a second, we speed up. We did it all in one take, so of course it's got rough spots. Well, I wasn't expecting perfection. It was important to capture that day, that time, this instant. With that in mind, I think it went okay. But don't worry about that right now, Mr. Ripley. In exchange for not teasing you about your shades, will you get us to the fireworks display on time? I don't know, man. Traffic sucks. No way. This is no time for jokes, Sasquatch. I'll smash your precious shades. You leave me no choice. Prepare to see how a boy born and bred in Tokyo rules the road. Side street shortcut straight to the spot. Woohoo! It's far. This is really far away, Rip. Oh, that's weird. There's probably a dimensional warp in the Machida area. Don't try this at home. Well, up close or not, fireworks are still pretty. Why are you just standing there? There won't be any fireworks left. Well, it's just, I was thinking how nice this is. Here we are, all playing with fireworks. Like we were kids. It's so ordinary. Fireworks are beautiful, but gunpowder can kill people. Here in peaceful Japan, we're all watching fireworks. It's so ordinary, but this could be a moment of miraculous happiness. Of course, we're still broke and unemployed. Tanada, one's headed your way. Got it. I couldn't help wondering how many more moments of happiness like this I'd have. Tanada must know that this instant is built on all those times we covered our eyes and ignored reality. He must know that from now on, we can't waste any chance that comes along. This is the moment when we change. No more taking our days for granted. We have to make something of them. Our future. What is our future? I wonder where we're headed. You kids, fireworks aren't allowed on this beach. It's the cops. Run! Run where? Even if the path is difficult and takes us to the ends of the earth, as long as you're with me. Right there. No, a little more. Down. I should look for another job. I know he's been relaxed because we're just sitting around waiting for responses. But after getting spanked by the police, I think he's totally lost it. That's my nose. My nose. He's putting like noodles in his nose. I don't know if he's sniffing it or Tanada. Ring. Hello? Huh? Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. 3 p.m. at Kumagaya Records. One moment, please. He's on his way. Kumagaya Records. Looks like talent development looks like his name is Ryotaro Saseki or Saeki or Saiki. I don't know. I'll go with Saeki. We're finally here. It's a major recording company. Is this what a music producer looks like? Ciao, baby. Yeah, probably. Oh, he's got crocodile shoes. Well, it's not. Okay. Thanks for braving the heat. I'm Psyche. Or Psyche. Yo, he does not look like a weird, gross, oily old guy. He looks pretty cool, and he's got them crocodile shoes, y'all. All right. I want to see what happens in this. I want to see what happens in this part, right? The meeting. So I'm going to read, after the meeting is done, that's where I'm going to stop. I listened to the CD you sent. It's quite good. You still sound very amateurish, but that's what caught our attention. I called you in for another reason. You in the middle? You the vocalist? Uh, yes. Okay, here's the thing. I want you to forget about singing. Do you know this girl? She's Hitomi Hanamura, the swimsuit model. We're grooming her for stardom. Part of the plan is to have her debut a CD. I think you can probably guess, but I want you to be her backup band. The concerts and TV appearances will start this year. So what do you think? This is a fabulous once-in-a-lifetime chance for you guys. Don't worry, we're not planning to turn her into a pathetic plastic singer. She wants things to sound live, edgy. Hitomi used to perform in her high school band at school festivals. She's going to write her own songs and will market her as a singer-songwriter. Well, can you have an answer ready in 5 minutes? By the way, are you in the band too? No, Tanada. We won't do it. Well, that's too bad. If you'll excuse me. Good luck out there, boys. Ridiculous. Just who's being ridiculous here? Whoa, Mako, you gave me chills. I'm sorry. No, I think you did the right thing. I think Tanada feels the same way. Yeah. You know what I love on this page? I'm going to read through this page, and then I'm going to explain what I really love about this page right here. So Tanada's like, he's peeing, he's in the bathroom. Then the record producer comes in, and they show his like crocodile shoes. We got to see the crocodile shoes, right? And then he says, "I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing. You're Psyche from the Kuneldas, right? I guess. You've changed so much. I think I was the only one who recognized you. So, some people still remember. We broke up 5 years ago. I have all of your CDs. I still listen to them sometimes. We were an indie band that couldn't adapt to the mainstream. Your music was heavily Western influenced, and that's not popular with the average Japanese. But that's what I thought was so cool about it. It sounds corny, but you're one of the reasons I decided to go into music in high school. So I had at least one enthusiastic fan. Why is someone like you acting like a total corporate sellout now? I wasn't made to stand back and let others take the lead. The CDs and concerts the record company produced for us stopped feeling real. So the money is the only thing that feels real to you. My priorities changed. I stopped focusing on my pride and looked at something more important. You and I are a little alike. You can see me as a loser if you want, but I am still fighting. Not all battles are fought in the spotlight. You'll probably realize that one day. And he splashes water in his face. Hand towels, 300 yen. Please help conserve. I'm like, bruh, barely has any money. Or it looks like he's broke. I think his wallet's empty. Maybe he has like, I don't know. I don't even know if he has that 300 yen. I hardly know what to say. Sometimes the god of chance can throw quite a curveball. Oh, there, in the sky. Where? It's nothing but a little UFO. Rip, why don't you just call it what it is? A toy paratrooper. I don't know why, but for some reason, it seemed like something ended for us today. I felt lonely. Tanada, what took you so long? Okay, let's go home. Double time. What's got you so wired? Mako. Thanks. With Tanada acting so upbeat, I secretly prayed that the time would come when we'd be able to look back at this day and laugh. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna stop. But I just want to talk about that scene very quickly where Tanada's talking with Saiki. Like, one thing I really and this might sound weird, but one thing that I really adored about that scene, and one thing that I adore about this manga that it does so well, is that it really encapsulates moments, genuine moments that I think lots of people go through on a daily basis. right? Like to have that conversation in the bathroom, to have Tanada like, you know, go using the bathroom, doing number one, right? Standing at the whatchamacallit, what's that called? What's it, like the a stall or something like that? You know what I mean? And he just was clearly thinking about stuff as he was going to, you know, to do a number one, right? To pee, right? And I just love that because I think that like so many people do that, right? Like I think if I ask everybody how often they deeply think about stuff while they're like using the bathroom, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Whether it's number one or number two, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, I can't tell you the number of times I've thought deeply about stuff, like while standing at a stall, right? So while standing at a bathroom stall or whatever, you know, that it was so important, right? And then for somebody to come in and then like, let's say maybe you're at work or something like that, and somebody comes into the, you know, to the bathroom and you guys, you know, and you just start chatting, you just start talking about like, you know, life, you know, it's weird, but it's so accurate. It's such an accurate portrayal of that. I think that's the type of stuff that I really, really love about manga like this, right? Like this manga is not about like, you know, trying to impress, you know, kids. Like, right? It definitely ain't no battle shonen. Definitely ain't no battle seinen. You know what I mean? It is at the heart of it is like that raw, like those raw experiences, right? There's no, right? Like sometimes like they're just there. There's no real, like there's no beauty, right? In terms of like the aesthetic in that experience necessarily, right? If we're talking about like, you know, like a very particular like look when we're beauty's concerned, but like it's just such a really, really poignant moment. It's just so good, you know, and it it's so good. I really liked it, you know, and I love like, what was it really right was that Mako definitely understood that everybody at the table felt that they were not going to take that deal. I mean, it was just like, you know, here's a contract to sell your soul. Do you accept? It was just like, get out of here with that contract, man. So good, so good. And the dude's coming in with crocodile shoes. He's clearly ridiculous, and it's just like everything about him is just like, I have clearly sold my soul for whatever, you know, as a record producer, as a agent or producer or whatever, you know. So like, man, so far this manga is phenomenal. I really, really love it. There are just certain lines that really, boom, they hit you, you know? Like the beginning was so good. Like, you know, and this manga does a really great job of dealing with like depression and dealing with the thought processes that we go through when you're dealing with life, when you're dealing with stuff, when you make particular decisions. What are the consequences? How do you deal with those consequences, right? When he was like, I'm gonna pay to use some paper. He couldn't pay 300 yen, bruh. He couldn't even pay to dry his hands, yo. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good. There's a show called Atlanta that does a lot of things like that does a very similar stuff, right? It's very realistic, and like it's clearly like a satire in some ways, but there's so many realistic moments. Like Donald Glover he plays this guy in Atlanta, and he's asking, you know, he's asking the cashier at like this, you know, McDonald's knockoff kind of place if he can buy a Happy Meal. And the person's just like, I'm sorry, sir, we cannot give you a Happy Meal. Only kids can buy Happy Meals. And Donald Glover is just trying to hustle for this Happy Meal, yo. Just hustling for the Happy Meal. And like I felt like I connected with that because I remember when I was a kid and I was like in the 7th grade, yo, my parents were not giving me money to go to McDonald's, yo. They were like, you better use that money, you know, for lunch at school. You better use that money for lunch and then come right back home so you can eat at home. I mean, man, I wanted McDonald's so bad, and like I couldn't really buy it. I was like, yo, can I get a Happy Meal, yo? You know? Oh man. I mean, it's just real stuff, yo. Real stuff. You know, and like that's the thing. Like right when they were just like, you know what? You quit your job, I'm gonna quit my job. We're gonna quit our job. Let's quit our job. Like, yo, this is some real stuff, man. This is real stuff. Like this is stuff that people go through all the time. All the time. You know, I want to go do this thing, man. I want to go for my dream, man. But it's like, yo, you have to think about like, what does it mean to go and what to go for it? What does that mean? What does that entail? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I mean, it hits you so hard. I think if I was reading this and I was like 19, I would have cried. I would have cried so hard at some of these instances. Because I got it. You know what I mean? Like I was in a job that I hated. I hadn't started going back to school yet, not in earnest. And man, I wanted to quit that job so bad, but I couldn't. You know, couldn't. But man, just really great stuff. You know, just you could just flip through pages. I mean, look at this stuff. Man, I didn't quit my job because I hated it. I quit because I hated the way I was getting exhausted and worn out. That's a line right there. That's so real, yo. That's so real, yo. Come on, yo. Are you, yo? And I haven't had a serious talk with Tanada about our future because I have this feeling that it will make our relationship fall apart. Bruh, that's not at all how I feel right now. I really love my job. I love what I'm doing right now. I love my fiance to death. You know, I don't feel like that at all. But like previous relationships, previous work, and I think all my previous relationships, that always happened. We would get to a point where we'd have where I'd be like, I know if I have the serious conversation, things are gonna hit the fan. You know what I mean? Like crap's gonna hit the fan. I know it. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's how I felt in those previous relationships, right? And I didn't like what I was doing in terms of like work and stuff. You know, well, not that I didn't like it, but it was exhausting. Like it was actually exhausting. Like it was like I was doing tutoring and stuff like that, and like it wasn't right that I wanted to quit tutoring necessarily so much as it was that I was exhausted. Like I was doing all of these different things at the same time. You know, I was doing this fellowship thing. I was in this like academic program, this program. I was, you know, doing the tutoring. I was still going to school full time. You know, I was still trying to help my parents out with stuff. You know, like it was exhausting. Yeah, it was exhausting, yo. And man, you know, it's like you can like a job but still get extremely tired from doing that job. This is some real stuff, y'all. And people, I think they don't get right. They have like some people have these delusions of grandeur. Like they go, you know what? I'm gonna go do this job. This and it can just be like a job, right? That's on your way to the career that you actually want to do, where you're actually like energized and everything. But it's like, yo, this is real stuff right here. There's real stuff right here. You know, real stuff. You could be doing some job, and you'd be like, oh, I like it well enough, but it's exhausting. Like it literally puts you to sleep. Like when you get home, you're like, I don't have no more energy to do nothing. Right? You can't even go for what you want to go for because the job that you're using to go for what you're going for is exhausting physically and maybe mentally. You know, like so that's what I'm talking about. This is really good stuff, y'all. And then the talk, right? Haven't had a serious talk in a relationship, and that's like a red flag, right? If you're in a relationship that you genuinely care about and you feel like you can't have a serious conversation with your partner, Or maybe you're not partners yet, right? Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're just like, you're dating, but you are exclusive, but you haven't like, you don't want to label it. Some teenage nonsense, right? Some young and nonsense, right? Like, I don't want to label it, but we're exclusive. I don't want to label it. Like, you know what I mean? If you're the type of person that wants a legitimate, like, right, you legitimately want to know how you stand in a relationship, or if a particular thing is a relationship, right? If that particular, right, whatever it is that you're doing with that other person, is that a relationship, right? If you want to know that and you want to label that and you want to say, hey, this is what we're doing, but you don't feel like you can talk to the other person about that, you got it. Red flag, y'all. Because you know it, like, instinctively, that you can talk with certain people, right? Like I knew instinctively that I could talk with my fiance about taking that to the next level. Like after a month, yo, not even a month, maybe after like a couple of weeks, I knew instinctively. It was like, this is it. I knew that in like 2 weeks. And some people, like, they don't get it. They're like, 2 weeks, but it's like, telling you, when you find the person, that particular someone, you just know. You hang out with them for a little bit. Doesn't take that long. You just know. You have certain conversations. Certain things come out earlier, right? You start talking about particular things earlier. You start talking about career paths, where you want to be in particular after a certain amount of time. What are your goals? What do you like? What are your interests? And you listen to them about those things. Telling you, man. Telling you. Like, this right here is like Inu Iwasana was talking about, yo, like that, it's a danger. And you know when dangerous things are coming. You know when when they're already there, right? Come on, y'all. I'm gonna look for one more line. Because these lines, y'all. These lines. Oh, this one. Woo. This is one of my favorites. My brand new sandals are a little stiff, and I think they'll give me blisters. But I love them, so I'll probably wear them out. With cautious feet, we move forward. Today is the first step of our new lives. Are you kidding me with that metaphor, y'all? I mean, it's so simple, but it's so good. Like, everybody knows that feeling. Everybody knows that feeling, right? Where you're just like, you buy a pair of shoes, you love the way they look super cool. You're like, yo, I'm gonna wear them shoes, and they kill your feet for like the first like few days, or they might not even fit properly. But you're like, nah, I'm gonna through the pain, y'all, through the pain, and it's just like, this is life, y'all. It's one of the most perfect descriptions for life I've ever seen. Actually, in a manga, in stories. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. Right? It's like, this is a life that I've chosen. I'm gonna work through it. It's almost like I'm gonna just wear life out. Like, this is how people be going through life, though. They be like, I'm just gonna wear life. I'm just gonna go through the muck, and then I'm gonna make it, and then eventually life will be good. Like, yo, it's so good, so good, y'all. Right? And some shoes don't work like that. So not every shoe is the same. Not every shoe fits the same, right? So with her, that's a great metaphor for her, because I think for me, I'm just like, I think she'll be all right, you know, or maybe not, right? That's the reason why it's so open ended, right? In the past, This is something that she's done consistently, but this is such a new thing for her, right? We don't know if she'll wear out the shoes, right? She'll probably wear them out. We don't know. She doesn't know. Mako doesn't know. It's really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. I remember I had a pair of shoes. I remember I bought them and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna break them in. It'll be fine. And I had them for like a couple of years, and they still hurt my feet when I wore them. 2 years I wore those damn shoes. I mean, come on. 2 years. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. This metaphor is so apt. If I had to pick an author that Inu Asano reminds me of, it'd be Toni Morrison. And a lot of people will be like, man, he ain't got nothing on Toni Morrison. I'm telling you, yo, Toni Morrison is one of those authors that is just able to pierce your heart with a sentence. Like, pierce your heart. Man. I can't remember. There was a line. It's one of my favorite lines by Toni Morrison. I'm going to try and look for it real quick. I'm going to end the stream in a little bit, but I'm going to try and look for it real quick. But it's such a great line. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it. Man. I'm going to look for it, y'all. Yeah. Where is it? I'm looking for it right now. Here we go. This is one that's so good. It's from The Bluest Eye, which is one of my favorite books. I love The Bluest Eye. I mean, I love Toni Morrison in general. This soil is bad for certain kinds of flowers. Certain seeds it will not nurture. Certain fruit it will not bear. And when the land kills of its own volition, we acquiesce and say the victim had no right to live. We are wrong, of course, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. At least on the edge of my town, among the garbage and the sunflowers of my town, it's much, much, much too late. Like, it's such a wow. Like, Toni Morrison, y'all, yo, way too many authors ain't got nothing on Toni Morrison. They still ain't got nothing on Toni Morrison. Still. And that's just like a throwaway line, y'all. Throwaway line. I'm gonna look for that bone line because there's one that's so good. Like, she like described an emotion in one of the books. It's like a bone like a bone break or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was so good. So good. You know, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here because I gotta end the stream here. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm telling you, if you want to start anywhere, in terms of Morrison, yeah, I think The Bluest Eye is always a good place to start. The Bluest Eye is great. Jazz is phenomenal. Beloved, of course. But I think whenever I tell people to go and read Morrison, I always tell them to start with The Bluest Eye, Jazz, and what was the other one? Song of Solomon is also really good. I think there are a lot of people that don't necessarily like Song of Solomon. Like, some people don't like it. Like, my fiance doesn't particularly like Song of Solomon, or at least she doesn't feel like it's nearly as good as Morrison, like a lot of Morrison's other work. But good stuff. Good stuff. Jazz, The Bluest Eye, Song of Solomon. Those are probably my 3 favorite Morrison novels. There are some other good ones too, but those are the 3 that I think, like, whenever I say, hey, you want to read a good book, go read those 3. Those 3, like, they just, it's just like, they're stories that hook you. They hook you. You have to know what's happening, when the things are happening, what has happened, what will happen. You want to know it all, and that's the type of writing that you want. You know, you want writing that, like, doesn't let you go. You know, you have to continue. Jazz was like that for me. The Bluest Eye was like that for me, and Song of Solomon was like that for me. I love those books. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Beloved is also very good as well, but it's not one of my favorites. Like, I like it. I like most of Morrison's stuff, but those 3 are my favorites. So those are the 3 that I would check out if I were to tell anybody to check out something. You know? All right, I'm gonna end the stream here, y'all. Thank all y'all for thank shout out to John Boy, shout out to somebody, shout out to Baxter Birchill for coming through. This was an awesome stream. I really enjoyed reading Solanin so far. So far, I really love it. You know, and I mean, I have so many like book recommendations. I can't even count. So many, and, you know, comics and all sorts of stuff. You know, so whenever y'all, you know, you want me to suggest a novel or poetry or comics or manga or whatever, feel free to let me know, and I'll happily do it. Short stories, like, I'm not as well read on short stories as, like, my fiance. My fiance, like, she's read a lot of short stories. She writes short stories, you know, so among other things. But yeah, you know, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream now. This was awesome. This was part 1 of the Solanin Read-A-Thon, y'all. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank all of y'all for coming out. This was awesome. This is a phenomenal manga already. Already, I'm like, yo, phenomenal, greatness, yo, greatness. All right, I'm the Black Manga Critic. I think I'm probably gonna do a Kingdom stream. I'm gonna do the Oyasumi Pun Pun stream tomorrow morning, because I have a Reborn stream tomorrow. I have to do that with Nakamanga. I have to do a couple of things. I also have a Food War stream that I'm gonna be doing tomorrow as well. I got a few streams that I'm gonna be doing tomorrow at certain times throughout the day. So look out for those. And tonight I'm going to be doing a Kingdom stream, like, a little bit later. Probably, like, I want to say 9, maybe 8:30. Maybe 8:30 I'll start again. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm the Black Manga Critic. Thank all y'all for coming through, and I'm out.